This video contains disturbing and violent content. Viewer discretion advised.
Viscera Cleanup Detail is a first-person janitorial simulation game that takes the player into the bloody, horrific environment in the aftermath of a sci-fi horror event. The player's job is simply to clean up the mess of body parts and mopping away blood and other substances that may have resulted from the onslaught. The game gives a completely new take on sci-fi and horror games, as the player must experience the horrors of picking up after the hero rather than being the hero themselves. For the most part, I really enjoyed this game, so here's my top 5 reasons why I enjoyed Viscera Cleanup Detail. Graphics. This game is developed in the Unreal Engine, an engine that is known for offering great quality graphics. Everything looks very atmospheric and gloomy. While the models of the characters look a bit cartoony and recycled, the overall levels and environments are truly fantastic. Metallic objects gleam, lights bloom, particles look really effective, and the use of light and shadows is visually very impressive. The different colours scattered about the levels is also a plus point. Although the game is dark, violent and gory, the colours help give off a bit more life to the dull, gritty and depressing moods seen in other games. Locations. Viscera Cleanup Detail takes place in many different locations. At the start you'll be cleaning the waste disposal system where some freakish mutants have been battling against the humans. Other areas include an underwater facility where distant bangs are heard from mysterious creatures of the sea. A bright futuristic plaza where some disaster has happened. A biochemical laboratory where it seems humans have been experimenting with viruses. A space vessel where there is no gravity. And even a botanist greenhouse where several mutated species have rampage. The sheer amount of locations are breathtaking, and each place has its own distinct sounds and impressions the first time you play. Achievements. Viscera Cleanup Detail also offers a wide range of crazy achievements. Some will have you attempting to smuggle a Big Banger supernova boombox into another location, and others will have you sneaking 6 species of heads from different areas back into your office. While many of the achievements are rewarded just for mopping up a mess or disintegrating a certain number of objects with a plasma welder, some of the crazy achievements, like trying to turn off a boombox whilst playing in 0G gravity, makes you wonder how the developers came up with these in the first place. All in all, these achievements make the game that much more fun, and the replayability is there if you enjoy it. Gameplay. The gameplay itself is very relaxing, if you're the sort of gamer that wants a game to just not have to worry about difficult puzzles or hard objectives. There are no enemies in Viscera Cleanup Detail. The only thing you need to worry about are sand traps which act like trash compactors, so don't fall in. There are other hazards as well to note, such as dynamite sticks and fire barrels which explode if they're left incinerated too long. Aside from this, if you do die, you just respawn again as a different janitor, but the same player. Everything you've done previously in the level will stay the same, so you're not really penalised for dying as such, which is good. There really is a simple control scheme to the game. Left click grabs hold of items, right click drops items. While holding an item, left clicking again flips the object to the correct way. E is for interacting with objects and space is jump. If the graphics are too much and you can't seem to find a mess, pressing F8 will change the graphics accordingly. This won't work in online modes. As for the gameplay, you mop up messes with a mop, being careful not to mop too much to make a situation even worse. You also need to be careful not to track footprints in the mess you've made. Eventually the bucket will end up getting contaminated and you'll need a new one, so you have to go to the Slosh-O-Matic to get one. Sometimes though the machine does like to troll you and end up dispensing a limb instead of a bucket. You place limbs, heads, bullets, trash in disposal boxes, and once full, carry them carefully back to the incinerator. Disposal boxes are deployed from water load machines, and once again limbs and body parts are sometimes dispensed into leather boxes. Barrels and crates have designated places to be stacked, but you don't really have to if you don't want to. There are bullet holes and cracks in walls you may need to take care of using the plasma welder. By short burst firing you will remove the nuisances, but firing too long may cause it to overheat, making more mess than what you want to. Some levels will require you to remove weeds and plant seeds or repair turrets. Some levels may be too dark, so you can fend for a lantern, or you may need to dispense from a medkit to repair. If a door is jammed, you may need to find a code for the door which is on the data screen. The great thing is you can save the game anytime you wish and come back to it at a later date, and you can clock out the level anytime you want if you're getting bored of it. I'd also like to point out that this game is online co-op as well, and you can play with up to 4 other friends. There's no challenge to see who can clean up the most work, you just work as a team and get the job done. Transforming dirty areas into clean areas. By far the best part for me is turning the gritty, dirty environments you start in into clean, bright, colourful sceneries. It takes a sheer amount of dedication and work to achieve this, but by mopping up the last mess, breathing a sigh of relief, and admiring the sheer perfection you've achieved is one of the best moments for me. If you're really OCD, you'll go around with the tracker and track down last minute messes, but if you want to go that step even further, you arrange all the crates and barrels in specific areas. This in turn grants you a better score at the end of your shift, and if you achieve more than 100%, you get the Employee of the Month award. If you want to try and be the best, try getting the Employee of the Year award like myself. It awards it to players who have achieved 100% in 12 levels. Good luck!